My 20-year-old brother just closed on his first rental property. No trust fund. No inheritance. No rich parents bailing him out. Just a system I gave him. The same one most people don't learn until they're 40. And here's what shocked me. He made mistakes I specifically told him not to make. But he still succeeded. Because the system works even when you mess parts of it up. If you want to know exactly how someone in their early 20s buys real estate in 2025, subscribe now. Not for motivation. For the actual blueprint. Because what I'm about to show you is the step-by-step process I walked him through over 14 months. From broke college student to property owner. And the best part? There's nothing special about him. Which means there's nothing stopping you. Let me rewind to where this started. About 18 months ago, my brother called me frustrated. He was working a decent job making about $45,000 a year. Living at home. Saving money. Doing everything right. But he looked around and realized, everyone his age was either spending everything they made on lifestyle, or saving money in a bank account earning 0.5% interest. Neither path led anywhere. He asked me, how do I actually build wealth? And I told him the truth most financial advisors won't. Buy real estate. Start now. Stop waiting. His response? I don't have enough money. Classic. So I asked him, how much do you have saved? About $18,000. That's enough to start. That conversation changed everything. Because here's what most people don't realize. You don't need $100,000 saved. You don't need perfect credit. You don't need to know everything. You just need to follow the right steps in the right order. And that's exactly what I'm about to show you. First thing I told my brother. You need to understand the barrier to entry. Here's the reality in the US, Canada, and most of Europe. Investment properties require 15 to 20% down. That means $100,000 property equals $15,000 to $20,000 down. $200,000 property equals $30,000 to $40,000 down. $400,000 property equals $60,000 to $80,000 down. My brother had $18,000. So we targeted properties in the $90,000 to $120,000 range. But those don't exist in my city, he said. Then you're not looking in the right markets. This is where most people quit. They look at properties where they currently live, see that everything is $400,000 plus, and assume real estate investing isn't for them. Wrong. Real estate investing isn't about where you live. It's about where the numbers work. My brother lives in an expensive coastal city. But he bought his property 90 miles inland in a growing secondary market. Purchase price, $115,000. His down payment, $23,000, 20%. But I only have $18,000, he said. Then you have 5 months to save the other $5,000. Use that time to get everything else ready. And that's exactly what he did. Because here's the truth, the money you need isn't the hard part. The knowledge you need is. And while you're saving, you build the knowledge. Step 1. Fix your credit. Month 1 of my brother's journey. Check your credit score. Right now. He pulled it up. Credit score, 680. Not terrible. But not good enough for the best rates. Here's what I told him. Anything below 740, you're paying more in interest. And that interest costs you cash flow every single month for 30 years. The difference between a 6.5% rate and a 7.5% rate on a $90,000 loan? About $60 per month. That's $720 per year. Over 30 years? $21,600. All because your credit score was 60 points lower. So we fixed it. Here's what he did. Action 1. Paid off a $800 credit card balance he'd been carrying. Action 2. Disputed an incorrect late payment from 2 years ago. It got removed. Action 3. Increased his credit limit on 2 cards to lower his utilization ratio. Action 4. Set up autopay on everything so he'd never miss a payment. 3 months later, 710. 6 months later, 738. Close enough. Here's what you need to know. Credit score zones. Below 620, you're not getting approved. 620 to 699. You'll get approved but pay higher rates. 700 to 739. Decent rates. 740 to 759. Good rates. 760 plus. Best rates possible. And if you don't have credit history at all, get a secured credit card. Use it for small purchases. Pay it off in full every month. In 6 to 12 months, you'll have enough history. My brother's mistake? He waited until month 3 to fix his credit. He should have started day 1. Don't make that mistake. Step 2. Get tax returns in order. This is where it got interesting. My brother was working a W-2 job making $45,000 per year. But he also had a side hustle doing freelance graphic design making about $15,000 per year. Perfect, I said. You're making $60,000 total. Actually, after write-offs, I only report about $8,000 from the side business. I paused. You just cost yourself $50,000 in loan qualification. Here's what most people don't understand. Lenders look at your tax returns. They see your income after deductions. So if you're aggressively writing off everything to lower your tax bill, you're also lowering how much you can borrow. My brother thought he was being smart. He was leaving money on the table. Here's what lenders wanted from him. Last 2 years of tax returns. 2 to 6 months of bank statements. Proof of employment. Proof of income. List of assets and liabilities. The fix? For the next tax year, he eased up on deductions. He reported $12,000 in side income instead of $8,000. That meant paying an extra $800 in taxes. But it increased his loan qualification by $30,000 plus. Worth it? The lesson. If you're planning to buy real estate in the next 12 to 24 months, don't over-optimize your tax return. Pay a little more in taxes now. Qualify for a bigger loan later. It's a trade-off. Make it strategically. Step 3. Talk to a lender first. Month 4. My brother had $21,000 saved. Credit score was 715. Tax returns looked decent. Now talk to a lender, I said. But I haven't found a property yet. Exactly. That's why you talk to them now. Here's what most people do wrong. They fall in love with a property, make an offer, then talk to a lender, and find out they can't afford it. Heartbreak. My brother did it right. He called 3 lenders, gave them his information, but didn't let them run his credit yet. They calculated his qualification based on $57,000 per year income and 715 credit score. He qualified for up to a $140,000 purchase price with 20% down. Perfect. Now he knew his range, $100,000 to $140,000. No wasted time looking at $200,000 properties. No emotional attachment to deals he couldn't afford. Just clarity. And here's the strategic advantage. When he found the right property, he was ready to move immediately. His lender had everything. Pre-approval letter in 24 hours. Offer submitted within 48 hours of seeing the property. He beat out 3 other offers because he was the fastest. Speed wins deals. And preparation creates speed. Step 4. Analyze the market. Month 5 to 7. This is where my brother almost quit. I've looked at 15 properties. They all suck or they're overpriced. Good. Keep looking. How many do I need to see? Until you've seen enough to know a good deal when you see it. Here's what I told him. Most successful investors see 25 to 60 properties before buying their first one. Not because they're picky. Because they're building pattern recognition. After 20 plus properties, you instantly know. What's a fair price? What renovations are worth it? What red flags to avoid? What areas have upside? My brother saw 38 properties before he made his first offer. And here's what he learned. Location strategy. He wasn't buying in his expensive city. He was buying 90 miles away in a growing market where median home price was $130,000. Median rent was $1,100 per month. Population was growing 2% annually. New businesses were moving in. Price range strategy. He targeted the median. Not the cheapest properties, too much risk, problematic tenants. Not the most expensive, smaller buyer pool, lower cash flow. The middle. Why? Because median properties have largest buyer pool when you sell. Most tenant demand when you rent. Room for upside through renovations. Lower risk than luxury or distressed. Property type. He avoided condos. HOA fees kill cash flow. He avoided large apartment buildings, too complex for a first deal. He focused on single-family homes and small multifamily, duplex/triplex. After 38 properties, he found it. A duplex listed at $118,000. Step 5. Understand cash flow. This is the one, he said. Show me the numbers first. This is where 95% of properties fail. They don't cash flow. Here's what we calculated. Purchase price, $115,000, negotiated down from $118,000. Down payment, 20% $23,000. Loan amount, $92,000. Interest rate, 7.25%, 30-year fixed. Monthly mortgage, $628. But that's not the total cost. Property taxes, $180 per month. Insurance, $110 per month. Maintenance reserve, $150 per month. Vacancy reserve, $100 per month. Miscellaneous, $50 per month. Total monthly cost, $1,218. Rental income. Unit 1, $750 per month. Unit 2, $725 per month. Total, $1,475 per month. Monthly cash flow, $257 per month. Not life-changing, but positive. And here's what most people miss. Even at $257 per month cash flow, he's also building equity. Every month, about $280 of his mortgage payment goes toward principal, not interest. So his real monthly gain. Cash flow, $257. Equity build, $280. Total, $537 per month. On a $23,000 investment, that's a 28% annual return. Plus property appreciation, historically 3 to 4% annually. The numbers worked. But here's what I told him. Never buy a property that loses money monthly. Minimum break even. Ideally $200 to $500 per month positive. He hit $257. Good enough for a first deal. Step 6. Find value-add opportunities. The property wasn't perfect. It needed work. And that's exactly why it was a good deal. Here's what was wrong. Outdated kitchen, 1980s cabinets, worn carpet throughout, peeling exterior paint, overgrown landscaping, old bathroom fixtures. Here's what was right. Solid foundation. Roof replaced 5 years ago. Updated electrical panel. New HVAC 3 years ago. Good plumbing. Good bones. Bad cosmetics. That's the formula. I told him. Spend $12,000 to $15,000 on renovations. You'll increase rent by $150 to $200 per month total. ROI on that? $15,000 investment equals $200 per month rent increase equals $2,400 per year. That's a 16% annual return on the renovation alone. Plus increased property value. We got bids from 3 contractors found on Yelp, all 4+ stars. Contractor 1, $18,000, too high. Contractor 2, $11,500, seemed rushed, bad reviews follow-up. Contractor 3, $14,200, detailed bid, good communication. He went with Contractor 3. And here's what I warned him. Budget 20% more. Timeline will be 20% longer. Bid, $14,200, expect. $17,000 timeline, 6 weeks, expect. 7 to 8 weeks. Actual cost, $16,800. Actual timeline, 7.5 weeks. Called it. Renovation priorities for rentals. Laminate floors, not hardwood, scratch resistant. Durable countertops, not marble, stain resistant. Tile in bathroom/kitchen, indestructible. No carpet, gets destroyed, replace every tenant. Neutral paint, white/gray, not trendy colors. If it can break, a tenant will break it. Plan accordingly. Month 8. He found the duplex. Numbers worked. Ready to make an offer. What should I offer? He asked. What do the numbers support? We calculated. At $115,000, it cash flows $257 per month. At $120,000, it cash flows $180 per month. At $125,000, it barely breaks even. Listed price, $118,000. Offer $112,000, I said. That's lowballing. That's negotiating. They can counter. He offered $112,000. Seller countered at $117,000. He countered at $114,000. They settled at $115,000. He saved $3,000 just by negotiating. Here's the lesson. Don't get emotional. Stick to the numbers. If it doesn't cash flow at their price, offer what works for you. If they reject it, move on. The right deal will come. And when working with agents, good agents, respond within 1 hour. No contracts inside out. Negotiate strategically. Save you thousands. Bad agents. Take days to respond. Miss deadlines. Cost you deals. My brother's agent responded within 15 minutes every time. Worth their commission. Offer accepted at $115,000. Now came round 2 of negotiation. Inspections. I told him, inspect everything. This is your second chance to reduce the price. He paid for general home inspection, $400. Roof inspection, $150. Sewer scope, $200. Pest inspection, $100. Total inspection cost, $850. What they found: minor roof repairs needed, $600. Plumbing leak under Unit 2 sink, $300. Termite damage, minor, already treated, $400. Electrical outlet issues, $200. Total, $1,500 in issues. The seller said as is, no credits. My brother said, they always say that. Ask anyway. He asked for a $1,500 credit. Seller agreed to $1,000. He got $1,000 back, more than the inspection cost. Every property has issues. Your job is to find them and negotiate. Step 9. Closing and renovation. Month 9. Closing day. Total cost. Down payment, $23,000. Closing costs, $1,200. Inspection credit, minus $1,000. Total out of pocket, $23,200. He owned a duplex. Day 1 after closing, contractors started. I told him the most important rule: be on site every single day. I have a full-time job, he said. Then go before work, or during lunch, or after work, but go every day. Why? Because contractors will fall behind schedule, cut corners, make mistakes, prioritize other jobs. If you're not there, you won't catch it. He showed up every day. Week 3, noticed they installed the wrong faucet. Week 5, caught them painting over damaged drywall instead of fixing it. Both caught because he was there. Renovation complete. 7.5 weeks, $16,800. Units ready to rent. Step 10, rent it out. Month 11, time to find tenants. I gave him the strategy. Professional photos, not iPhone pictures. He hired a photographer, $150, then listed on Craigslist, Zillow, Trulia, Apartments.com, Facebook Marketplace. Within 3 days, 18 inquiries. Within 1 week, both units rented. Unit 1, $775 per month, originally projected $750. Unit 2, $750 per month, originally projected $725. Total rent, $1,525 per month, projected $1,475. He beat projections by $50 per month. What? Professional photos. Immediate responses to inquiries. Well-renovated units. Tenant screening. Credit check. Income verification, 3x rent minimum. Previous landlord references. Background check. Both tenants approved. Lease signed. Cash flow started. Step 11, the results. Month 12 to 18. My brother has now owned the property for 6 months. Actual numbers. Monthly income, $1,525. Monthly expenses, $1,240, slightly higher than projected due to one repair. Monthly cash flow, $285. Year 1 totals. Cash flow, $3,420. Equity from principal paydown, $3,360. Property appreciation, estimated 3%, $3,450. Total year 1 gain, $10,230. On a $23,200 investment. That's a 44% first-year return. And here's what he told me last month. I can't believe I almost didn't do this because I thought I didn't have enough money. Most people wait until they're 35, 40, 45. By then, they've lost 15 to 20 years of equity building and cash flow. My brother started at 20. By 30, if he buys one property every 2 years, he'll have 5 properties. By 50, they'll all be paid off. Passive income, $7,500 plus per month. That's retirement. And it started with $23,000 in a system. Step 12, what's next? He's already saving for property number 2. Target 18 months from now. Same strategy. Same system. Bigger goals. Because here's what he learned. The first one is the hardest. Not because it's complicated, but because it's unfamiliar. The second one? He'll already know. How to analyze deals. How to negotiate. How to manage contractors. How to screen tenants. It gets easier. And the returns compound. 1 property every 2 years equals 5 properties in 10 years. Let them pay themselves off over 30 years. That's the game. My brother isn't special. He's not a financial genius. He didn't have a huge income. He didn't get lucky. He just followed a system. The same system I just gave you. Most people will watch this and do nothing. They'll think, I'll start when I have more money. I'll start when the market is better. I'll start when I know more. And 10 years from now, they'll still be waiting. Don't be that person. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is now. My brother started at 20 with $18,000 saved. Where are you starting? Stay here. This channel exists so you don't spend the next decade wishing you'd started today. If this made you realize you've been waiting for permission that's never coming, leave a comment with one word, starting, and subscribe. Because real estate investing isn't a one video topic. It's a skill you build over time. And I'm going to show you exactly how. One step at a time. Just like I showed my brother.